pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Keenum throwing on 2nd, escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
And they'll go on the ground. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now they'll throw with Keenum. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Darnold on 1st down. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Got a man, it's the former Bronco, Julius Thomas. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of their defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Anugua's got it, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because...
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch. And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Gold now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again? Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. So he got 3 of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Here goes the high. 20. 22. 22.
Keenum to throw on 3rd and 1. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half. Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play. And New York set to take the field. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down.
Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw is Darnold. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Keenum. Got an open man. It's Fumagalli. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this.
53.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Keenum. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, Keenum. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do snap it to Keenum. Fights off the defender. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Keenum now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jordan Jenkins in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
22. Down.
Out of the gun, Keenum. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Roger.
On 3rd down, it's Lindsey. And he's got room. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7th. Now Keenum. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Here's Keenum. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football.
This is caught at the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. The rookie Darnold seemingly in control of this Jets offense. He's got him on the move. It's first down. They run. Montgomery, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Right 20. Hey, 50. 52, here we go. Check.
On second down, here's Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive play.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Darnold from the gun. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready. And
I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Finding room at the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of it.
Rush coming, and He's taken down. K.J. Wright coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing is Keenum. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on first down is Keenum. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw is Keenum. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And his throw is incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt. And that takes us from second to third down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
On third down, that's Lindsey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Hey, go, Roger.
Now Keenum, got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. On 1st and 10, Keenum. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a 1st down throw. Keenum. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lindsey. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal. On 1st down, it's Keenum. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Jets, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.